I don't know if this is the video you are expecting, but I sure know it's the video you have been waiting for. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my word, it just feels so surreal saying that, but you know what? We're here, we're back like we never left. So, my name is Ndipita, but allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born Tembegani Mankazana Peter. Yep, I know. Sounds crazy. Like, who is that? But those are the names that my parents gave me growing up. My mom and dad named me Tembegani Mankazana Peter because they didn't have a son or sons then. So I'm just going to tell you briefly about myself. So let's get into it. So I'm still Deepita. Let's stick to that. Let's stick to what we know. Just a brief background of what has been happening and what didn't happen, because it's been a while since I graced your screens. But yeah, while reintroducing myself, I am a holder of a Bachelor of Laws degree. Yes, thank you. Yes, I can safely say I have a legal background. I've always wanted to be a lawyer since I was in grade 5 for a lot of reasons, personal reasons. We'll get into that another time, another day, in another video. Feel free to ask questions in the comment section whenever you get time. But I have a law degree now. So I did take time off recording and presenting so that I focus on my studies. And here we are. I'm glad that I finished what I started. So because we always finish what we start, this is why we are back here on YouTube to continue, rather, not to finish what we started on YouTube and presenting and talking to people. So I'm a storyteller. I love telling people stories. My mom has always said, no one will tell someone's story the way Indeed does. I will. And trust me, there will be no marinating, no salt added or pepper or spices whatsoever. Purely, plainly, but I just love telling people stories. This is why previously on my Instagram page, I started what is called the African Barbie Show. The African Barbie Show being a platform to tell African stories from an African perspective, to give people a platform to come and share their stories, their knowledge, their wisdom, and their journeys in life, people from different backgrounds. So the African Barbie Show is a platform that tells African stories from an African perspective. If you do know, I've always called myself the African Barbie. So this YouTube channel is also going to interview people from different backgrounds, to come and share their stories and to come and share their knowledge and wisdom. And yeah, I won't get much into that. So stay tuned on this channel so that you get more of that. So the African Barbie Show also gives people an opportunity to share their lived experiences, be it in Africa or outside the continent. I mean, the world is bigger. Africa is bigger. So you will see some familiar faces, some not. But I promise you, it's going to be epic. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so the African Barbie Show, at the end of it all, is a global stage. It's going to be all around the world. We want to give people a reason to come to Africa without thinking twice, without thinking about the jungle, because there is more to Africa than what the world has been telling stories of it. There is so much more to the African Barbie Show than Africa. You know, we want to have Oprah Winfrey come and sit here with us, and Tyler Perry. I can name all of them. Lupita Nyong'o. I love Lupita. Idris Elba, Sabrina Elba. I can name a lot of them, but it's a place that allows people to tell stories. I believe that everyone has a story to tell, they just haven't told it yet. For two reasons. Some people have not had the opportunity and the platform to tell their story and share their journey. And so the African Barbie Show will do that and give people that opportunity. The second reason is what one of my friends said when we're having a conversation. I said, people everyone has a story to tell, but they haven't told it yet. And she said, it's because people are not ready for the truth that comes with their stories. So we want to give people a platform and an opportunity to come and share their truth, to come and share their stories. Recently, I was reading a book by Mpumi Ledwaba called How Did We Get Here? And best believe, Mpumi Ledwaba is one of the people that I'd love to have on my show eventually one day. I hope she's watching this. But she did speak about how she has been meaning to write this book and share her story, but didn't know how and when. And she eventually found the perfect time. So not everyone is going to get an opportunity to write a book one day, but someone might have an opportunity to come to the African Barbie Show and share their story, their journey, as well as their truth that they have lived. I did share on my Instagram page as well questions that I wanted people to ask me on my YouTube channel. And there was a lot of questions, some of which are very obvious that I will not answer because probably I don't have the answer to them. Some which are that resonated with me. For example, one question that came up was choose one, stage or events. I'd say events. I'd choose events any day over the stage. I'm not saying I don't like being on stage, hosting an award ceremony or something like that. However, events give me a better purpose. I feel more alive talking to a crowd that is listening. I feel more alive talking to a crowd that I can see and engage with them. So when I'm in at an event, a corporate event, so many events I can talk about. Global Citizen. Well, Global Citizen is a stage. I guess I prefer a bit of both, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably say events. Yeah. The next question was, what motivates you and what keeps you going? My cousin asked me this question in the DMs, and I would say, I feel like it's so obvious. I feel like it's so obvious. My mom and dad. Oh my goodness. We're not going to get into that because when I start talking about my parents, the day will not end. But my parents keep me going so much. They keep me motivated. They believe in me. I have never had anyone in my life believe in me the way Opaps Lona said to believe in me. My mom, I don't know how to describe it. Words fail me, but they really motivate me. They keep me going. They keep me grounded. They make me want to wake up every day and live purposefully. Somebody asked another time that, what if your parents die? Will you still stay motivated? Absolutely, because I will always remember the motivation and the encouragement and the belief that they had in me. So even if they are gone one day, I will always live a life of purpose and be motivated because I'll be knowing that that is the life that they would have always wanted me to live. So shout out to my mom and dad. I love you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Peter. I would definitely love to interview David Coulthard, our mayor. I think he's an amazing man. He believes in Bulawayo. Just the way I do. I love Bulawayo. I'm a Bulawayo girl. However, the world is bigger than Bulawayo, of course. But I would love to interview David Coulthard. He always shows up. I think he's a man that has always showed up in so many different offices and with his line of work. He's also a lawyer, mind you. So yeah, he inspires me as well. So I would definitely love to interview David Coulthard. Secondly, I would say I would love to interview Arthur Evans. Arthur Evans is a great MC presenter. So I look up to him a lot. And yeah, I'd love to have him on the show. Third person I'd love to interview is the Vice Chancellor of the National University of Science and Technology because NUST is a big university in Zimbabwe and I would say the biggest in Bulawayo. I'd love to talk to him about a lot of things, the academic and education system at NUST, a whole lot of things. What are they planning? How are they planning to expand the campus? Yeah, I think we'll talk more when I meet the VC. So yeah. The next person I would love to interview is definitely Busisa Moyo. He's a great leader. He has demonstrated his leadership in various sectors of various industries in the country, CEO of United Refineries, now ZITF. And I think he has passion for seeing young people do well. So yeah, I'd love to have him on the show and have him share his wisdom and ask a few questions, which I'm not going to ask now, but I'd love to interview Busisa Moyo. And lastly, I'd love to interview Stella Nkomo. I've always looked up to Stella Nkomo. She's now an ambassador of Zimbabwe to India. So yeah, I'd love to interview her, talk to her. I want to be a diplomat when I grow up. I know I've said all these people inspire me and I want to be like this and I want to be like that. However, Stella Nkomo is one woman who I adore, love how she carries herself. Shout out to Stella. So yeah, those are the top 5 people I'd love to interview from Bulawayo for now. If you had asked me from Zimbabwe, wow, I'd have given you a list. But the African Barbie Show is bigger than Bulawayo. So maybe, who do I want to interview from Zimbabwe? Let me tell you. I want to sit down with Sibongo Teiwa. Shout out. I want to sit down with Sibongo Teiwa, head of marketing at Portras. She's amazing. Her wisdom. I've sat down with her before several times, but I've never interviewed her like formally. So I'd definitely love to interview Sibongo Teiwa. Yeah, and Ja Praiser. And our president, guys, I'd love to sit down with the honorable President Emerson Dambuto Mnangagwa. It's a dream. I'd love to sit down with him on the African Barbie Show. It would be so interesting. Think about the questions I'd ask him and the responses he'd give. And oh my word, I want to interview our president. Mr. President. Mr. President. I'm done. Okay, fine. Guys, there's a lot of people I'd love to interview. The list is so endless. However, and one thing about me, I will talk and go on and on and on. But this is it. This is me officially saying welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcoming myself back to this space. I love being in front of the camera and I'm so excited to record some more and shoot and unpack a lot of things that I have in store for you guys. So thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to click the subscribe button. Thank you for sharing this YouTube channel with your friends and your families. I really and truly appreciate it. So until next time, when we interview our first guest on the African Barbie Show officially on this YouTube channel, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ngiyabonga, ngiyaleboga.